Hey traders, welcome to episode 629 of the show. We're getting started early today. It's Saturday, the weekend warrior edition. You got it right. And well, the price contraction finally ended. About time, man. You only got to like 98% of the way through the development of the price contraction. Price contraction, of course, is when you have an impulse and then you consolidate, and the swing lows and highs get closer and closer together, right? And it's like you're coiling up, getting ready to make move to the upside or downside. We just went to the downside. Not too big of a move, 4.5% down, $530 on the day. And hey man, if you're still like, even if it's like that, right, and you broke down, what does that mean? That means you're still inside a potential bullish consolidation pattern, right? You're still like that flag that we had initially before we started making these higher lows, right? Still here, man. All right, you could go as low as 10,800 and still be in a flag or downsloping consolidation pattern. All right, something we do want to talk about, and this is just hindsight, just for the sake of like getting better, right? And just really thinking about things here. Okay, remember the crab, that bearish crab or whatever we've been talking about down here, 886. All right, so looking real quick, and I don't think this pattern made it to the PCZ exactly, but in a way it did. And what way did it, Ray, you ask? Well, these crabs, or no, sorry, the bats, not crabs. Good God, I keep saying that. Look, you can't have a bat without you can't have a crab without a bat. So that's why I say crab. But like, because it's the same thing, it's just way up here. Okay. Anyway, so 886 is normally that PCZ, right? And that's where one would be taking a short. But we never got there, and there is a reason for that, I think. I want to say music. The reason being, if you look at confluence is really powerful. Okay, with Fibonacci, two different fib nodes meet. All right, from X to A and then B to C. That was how we Fibonacci'd. You had a 78.6% retrace and a 1.618% retrace, 161.8% retrace. So the gold mean ratio. So, with that being said, right, I mean, though we did rally, we're always making lower highs, and now we've dumped. But it's just interesting, right, to look back on things, just doing, like, I guess, biopsies, if you want to, just to see, I mean, because there's always ways to get better, man. Like, we can always get better. So we try to look for ways to get better. And looking at this using critical thinking, dang, hindsight 2020, but it does make sense, right? When you're looking for confluence, even if it doesn't hit the 886, right? Bearish Garley 76, yep. Peter Piper, yeah, sure, man. But again, we know that this bat didn't hit the 886, but hit the 1618, which is, yeah, just interesting. Okay, so as you can see, without that pennant, it still looks like a potential flag. And there is that square up around 11,050, 11,020 that we have not yet hit, oddly enough. And from A to D, we haven't even hit a 38% retrace, which is crazy. I mean, I figured at this point we would have already done it. We got so freaking close to it, man, when we sold off to 11,200, which is a daily high, right? Way back from 2018 that we bounced off of. And here we are bouncing off of it once again. But this time around, it might just be maybe we're flagging and we're going to sell off again, and maybe we could hit the bottom of the flag here, and that's right around, again, 10,870 if we made it at this pace, I guess, right? So that's always been there, that square up. And there's also square ups down here, right? Like 10,066 is one, a clear one. Not so clear on these, but you would not want to be getting down to those levels. But let's just talk about real quick, if there was a bearish crab, and let's say that the swing has been made and someone was short, okay, and again, sake of education, right? A to D, I mean, a 382 is a profit taking level, especially in bullish conditions, but maybe not so much in bullish, in bearish. Okay, so I say in bullish conditions because, what Bitcoin's done in the past on these harmonics in bull trends is like it'll hit like really shallow retraces like 382, 50%, and then it goes again way higher. All right, so I'm saying like if it was bearish conditions though, I mean, you're looking for dude, this is Casey Stubbs' way. All right, they swing for the fence on these patterns. They don't screw around at all. All right, I mean, they go for C and A, and like this is how they do their stop losses. Or once we find the high, it's crazy. I know it's crazy because it's like there's so much room that it could run up to, and you can get killed if the bull trend continued, and that's why it's like scary. But like this is 3-1, right? Where they have their stop, 3-1, swinging for the fences here. Where they always have their stop losses above X. Man, that's crazy. So they don't do base hits. They don't layer out so much. They just go for C and A for where they cover their short, where they would anyway in a traditional market. All right. Okay. So just wanted to go over some of that stuff with you. Why not? It's Saturday. It's actually my dad's birthday. So that's why I'm here live early, because I'm going over there to my parents' house to hang out with them. And just, I think we're eating bison burgers or something. My dad's like grilling on the green egg. So it'll be a good time. And yeah, thank y'all for just tuning in today. I know maybe some people had questions about what's going on. If we go back to this screen, we remember in log scale we had broken out. But in linear scale, we had not broken out. All we had done in linear scale is hit the absolute tip top of the downsloping channel and once, and then just made lower highs, and now selling off, which again could just still be consolidating and flagging before running higher prices. But then of course the other school of thought is, hey man, you haven't even retraced 38% from A to D from that previous low to high, right? Which is July 17th to August 6th. Holy crap. So that's stuff I really wanted to go over. That was the most important. I mean, I probably could have done a static video on it. I just felt like going live. 2 birds, 1 stone. Get 2 birds stoned at once or something, right? Yeah, dude. Next year we're getting giraffe burgers, dude. Cap up. All right. Altcoins. I mean, come on, dude. Altcoins. Bitcoin has sucked the liquidity out of the altcoin market. Made it very scrubby for traders. It just, volatility has been very low based on the liquidity suck, all right, from Bitcoin. But as you can see, making the adjustments 1 and 2 and then 3 on the bottom, you hit it and you're bouncing somewhat. Whatever, man, right? Whatever. Sold off some with Bitcoin. The dump today for the alts wasn't near as bad as it was a couple days ago when Bitcoin sold off. So still, I mean, I don't care. This consolidation, after a very large bearish impulse like this consolidation is not favorable for a bull. Okay, this is not what you're looking for at all, man. Got it. So is rising wedge in the mix. Even if you call it an ascending triangle, I don't care. It's still very weak price action follow through, like after the huge impulse. And look, we got our automatic reversal and it manifested into scrubby price action, man. Okay. So yeah, man, not even coming close to threatening these highs from early June. So not really looking good on the alts, man. I mean, the longer it stays like this too, the worse. Okay, you could see another drop in alts, or at least in Ethereum, the way it's looking. I get it though. I understand that we're still in an uptrend. Might go to log scale. You can, but see, the thing is, you're like falling out, kind of, right? And you can clearly see the consolidation path. Dude, there's like a rising wedge on the daily that is now very visible, right? Kind of hard to argue with that. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 touches on this pattern. And you're out of it. Dang, that sucks. Okay. And you're losing all your positive momentum now that you were building on the scrubby price action. So maybe soon we might see some more reds. But at that point, and we make lower prices, we might start showing some really nice bullish divergence on the MACD or something, right? Just all based on Bitcoin, man. Okay. Litecoin. Oh, God, man. I mean, nice little pop to the upside. Looks like you're bouncing off some sort of support from July 28th. Guess a little bit more support from April. But really not doing what you want at all, right? Now, what is this, right? A descending broadening wedge, rode at the trend line for a little while and is now doing nothing, right? It like fell below it and is now back up. But look at these levels. Look, you're just running up and you're back testing old areas that were once support as resistance. And you're still diverging, right? Like we talked about yesterday, you're still showing like bullish divergence on the way down. But where's follow through price action? And again, how is this thing going to do well with Bitcoin doing bad? I mean, the way it's just been going. Okay. Making adjustments here is pretty hard to make adjustments. Like, how are we? I mean, if you look at it the same way as, with that wick right there, then you truly do have the same type of pattern as Ethereum, which is like that rising wedge. And you've already broken the wedge, unlike Ethereum.
Would you consider long at the square up if we get to 11.1?
I think if we get there, that is also, let's go back to Bitcoin. Thank you for the 3s, Kevin. If we get there, which we're already almost there, that is, look, okay, textbook double bottom breakout trades. The only, like, when, if say the double bottom happened, right, it was confirmed, and it sold off and back to, like, a lot of times what traders will do in traditional markets is they will take opportunities at the neckline that was broken out of. We have not back tested it yet. We blasted through it. Soon we'll be getting that back test probably. But we know even at the square up, which is slightly below that neckline, we have the chance at the flag, right? The downsloping consolidation pattern, it can go all the way down 10.8. But yeah, those are areas where the textbook would tell you yes, right? On patterns. That's a pattern trade, a breakout trade. So yeah, man. One could argue that, yes, absolutely. Not one. Like textbooks could argue that, all right? But at that area, we're not going to be showing any kind of bullish divergence or anything. It'll just literally be trying to trade a double bottom breakout. That's it. God, it's music loud. I think we're good. Okay. Makes sense. That's right, Peter Piper, man. That's right, dude. Okay. XRP, a whole bunch of whatever, man, right? Any kind of formal pattern. I don't know. You were in some sort of price contraction, you broke out of it, and now you're just holding support, right? Holding some scrubby support, 29.504 cents, right? That we hit a couple times. You hit it again, and you're bouncing, but not much, right? Not bouncing much. So where will this thing land? Which little support will it go to? Will it land here and run to the upside, or will it come down to 28.297 cents, or will it go down to 25.247 cents, right? think it probably has a lot to do with Bitcoin at this point. Okay, man. I'll tell you, man, these alts, illiquid. Like, they're just not, they're not giving much opportunity. Okay. Like, upside or downside, really. I mean, there was downside, you know, late June to mid-July. But that's it, man. Other than that, it's been very meh. What's up, Blessed One? Thanks, MJ. Yeah, good to see all y'all. Seriously, man. Just came live. Again, just to give the update and just to talk about that harmonic that never hit the 886 but had confluence. Certain Fib extensions. Talk about the Pennant we broke. Talk about the square up being around 11K. Talk about the 382 from A to D. 38% retrace at the beginning of the golden zone is at 11,050, right? Pretty much confluent lined up with that square up. As you can see, the dotted line. Then I think we have another one, another square up around 10K if the worst happened and we kept selling. Alright, so if this square up occurred and the price action was too weak, not enough demand, then you got another one right around here, around 10K. 10,050. You can see that. Okay, man. But I mean, like whatever, dude. Like, what do you want, man? Like, it's not like the double bottom didn't, you know, it played out, right? And this is why, you know, trading a double bottom, it's always the low. Like, there's different ways to trade double bottoms, right? You can wait. Hold on. I like the strategy behind the double bottoms. Right? I mean, some people like don't want to take the shot, I guess, right? All right, when you break down and you run up and you sell off again and then you get to that area, right? A lot of people will just get, you know, this is the way it was. Like, the whole sentiment of the market, according to chat, was, oh no, dude, we're definitely not gonna double bottom here. But you saw, like, on the oscillators, right, a huge dip in negative Momo and RSI. And then it came back up to, like, neutral, a little in the green. And then on the second bottom, it's like this. All right, and so it's like, this is the oscillator, and you just had this going on. Right there, and it was both oscillators. I mean, that's like, when this is occurring, these are like areas to take an opportunity, to like a low risk opportunity, and that's like what we did. Even though we didn't trade it like a double bottom, we actually just traded it like a like the cipher, because there was a bullish cipher. Okay, like, and that's fine, right? And if someone's trading, you know, a double bottom, if they were trading it this previous time on Bitcoin, they probably would have missed out, because that wick down only lasted for like 30 seconds and then wick back up. But you know, right in these areas, having your stop set up, it's like the most simple bread and butter light trade ever. When you're showing class B bullish divergence, or, you know, convergence because it's a higher low slightly, whatever, these are like, this is the zone of entry for a double bottom trade, and it's the lowest risk entry you could ever get. And so then it would, like, you know, excuse me, break to the upside, and then look, it broke out, right? This is what Bitcoin did. It broke the neckline and then gave you a confirmed double bottom. And then what some people do is they won't partake in any of this, and they'll wait until a back test. Right, and then they would take their long here, right, and just try to keep it kind of loose, I guess, right? And then you've just got like the measure move, the double bottom, and there's other ways to do it, like Fibonacci and stuff too. but then people would like take their trade here. And this is a higher risk trade, probably, I think, in a way, because you're not going to have the oscillators on your side this time. Because this could just as easily, because you don't have the oscillators on your side, this could easily just break down to lower prices, right? So I like this because it's like the pattern's developing and you're seeing the oscillators on your side, so you have more coinciding variables. Trading this one isn't going to be as strong because, again, it's just all you're doing is trading a back test with no help from the oscillators, most likely, right? Does that make sense? On the double bottom, men? Anyone? Bueller?
Bueller.
Okay.
Bruh.
Anyway, Bitcoin's 11,319 right now. Let's go to some chat real quick. Okay. I've missed like all of it, so my bad. What's up, stay-at-home dad? Are the beeswax? James Glenn? Confusing you? What do you mean? Hey, system level. Samuel Adams. Weekend Warriors. System level. What's up, Michael Stanley? What's up, man? UTD. Sorry, just reading chat. What's up, Johnny Hammersticks? The Bama Man. Trader Mark. What up, dudes? Yes, I'll tell my dad you all say happy B-Day to him. Okay. What's up, Christian? A fake out pump to formation perceived to major dump. What? That's weird. Sometimes you say some weird things, Christian, man, that I don't understand. What's up, Julian Soto? Okay, what's up, Jim Plunkett, man? There's Blessed 1V again.
Thanks for all your hard work. Can you look at Levi?
Levi jeans, man. They just did something, didn't they? It's like something about, yeah, getting killed. But I think it was about some TV show or something's getting people to buy more Levi's than ever or something. I can't remember what I was reading. But anyway, thanks, dude, for the $3.99? $4.99. $4.99 super chat. All right. Not much data here, right? Not much we can really do. But what we can do is Levi, right? We can just look at it and see. I don't know, 1 and 2 on the bottom, 1, 2, and then 3 on the top. Like, what are you supposed to do here? And once you saw an off, I think fib extensions are good. Like swing low to high. You're bouncing off the 1414 fib extension at 1701. The golden mean ratio is at 1604, and kind of hammering. So some rejection down here, pushing the price back up, and I don't know, man, if that's going to be a reversal candle or not. Daily, not really looking good, right? At all. I mean, I think I'd consider this right here part of this. So the new island, eventually, once you start reversing your price action a little bit, we start rounding out on the histogram island, we might be able to say there's bullish divergence on the MACD, but on the RSI, you've got none of the kind, right? You've got you're at the same level. You're not oversold yet. At one point, you got a 24 on the RSI on the daily. So yeah, man, just in a big downtrend, right? IPO'd in March of this year. Nothing was going well until we broke to the upside. Earnings, it was leading up to earnings, and then we gapped down and just sold off lower high and then dumped again. So we'll see if we can hold 1701, the 1414, but if we don't hold the 1414, going down to $16 real fast, the 1618, you've got nothing looking left. All you've got to play with are your fib extensions. That's it, man. Levi, Strauss, and Company. Oh no, I remember what it was. It wasn't even about what news going on with Levi. It was like the guy Levi, like way back in the gold rush, he like made jeans mainstream because like he would, you know, wear them or sell them, and then like, you know, it was really durable for gold mining. I think that's really how it all took off way back in the day. But now they're IPOing. Get wrecked. This ain't gold mining, dude. This is stock market. Okay.
Bruh.
Is this a retest of the top? We haven't done it yet. Not yet. We have not back tested, funny enough, that support. And a reason why is, let's go to the daily so you can see what's going on. And it would take a minute. So your issue here is you do have a couple issues, I guess, on the daily. Let's look at it. We're looking left, man. We're looking back at our favorite spot, right? January 2018 all the way to March 2018. And that area we are above.
Hi Mitch, any rules for when a pennant breaks to the bottom?
Bruh.
Yeah, there's a measure move, Jill. We can look at it in just a second. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Yeah, pennants are small. Their measure moves are small. We were talking about measure move of this pennant would probably be just closer to the bottom of the flag if we were in a flag, right? So thank you, Jill. We'll look at it in a second, all right? Queens. Kings and queens. So you're still okay, even though it kind of is not really what you were looking for to fall below 11.5, because that was critical. But you also have 11.2, right? That's also been important, and this is what we bounced off before for rallying to the upside, for selling off again. So falling below this, very bad, right? This is such a critical point for Bitcoin. Please understand that. Falling below 11,200, man. On the daily, there's nothing left until like 10K. And that's a wick. 99.44. Okay, 99.50. So the back test, the double bottom's right here, 11.1, and that is why we have not hit it yet, but very well could. Surely looking like a lower high. Starting to, you see the rounding action a little bit. Ugh, right? And it was at the top of the channel. But let's see how low we go, man, right? Low to high. You haven't even hit a 38% retrace yet. You know, the golden zone for any kind of retrace. Always between the 618 and the 382, between 10,300 and 11,050. All right. So yeah, we can talk about a pennant. Okay. Why does it keep doing that? It's so weird. Dude, what is happening? Why is it doing this? Okay, calm down, PC. Just calm the F down. See, on the 4 hour, it doesn't look good, right? You had a big move down, and now you had one candle of indecision with no follow-through price action. Just sat there, so meaning that the sell-off could continue, right? We could get more selling pressure. On this candle, we have 1 minute and 20 seconds left until the 4 hour close, and we get a new one. All right, so we'll just go ahead and play the noise. Look on the head, so look up, man. Right. Yeah, so showing weakness, maybe going into the new 4 hour candle. So just a pennant, though, it's very, very simple. Pennants are like triangles, but they're just smaller. They're just much smaller in size and price disparity from the top part to the bottom part. And they're neutral, even though they can inherently be stronger or more bullish if it comes from, you know, an upside. But big volatility comes in, right? Just like a triangle. Crap. Dude, Cover Crypto, man.
Bruh.
Thanks so much for the $10 super chat. As the 4 hour candle closes. Irwin.coffee, drinking it right now, is amazing, dude. If you want to stay energized, you want to get cracked out on some good coffee, man, Irwin Coffee is the best because you get it from all around the world. Comes from everywhere, man. They've got so much variety. There you go, future affiliate pro. It was like, you know, like Pennants can be coin flips, man. Price contraction or coin flips, okay? And so that little small triangle, it's very easy, Jill. I mean, you just go from the high point to low point of it. So we're trying to make it a little bit prettier. All right, and it can go either way, right? A small pennant trade to the upside, there you go. Small pennant trade to the downsides, there you go. Measured moves. It's that simple. That is what happens when a pennant breaks the downside. A lot of times we can see price action eventually get to that target before rallying again, or then continue to sell off, right? Measure move. Jill, let me know if that helps at all. If you want me to real quick, we can just do it. Nike. So what does that mean? That means there's much more downside potential. I mean, the measured move is 10,564, which would be very bad for the double bottom. It would, but I've seen it before where this you fall below it and then you make a higher low than this low and then you run again, right? And that just stems back to right, the golden zone, 10,569 or whatever. That's inside of this golden zone. That's inside the common retrace zone. So seeing harmonics that'll hit a 50% retrace and then bounce, and we never see this price again. So new 4-hour candle, still just sitting here hanging out at the very critical daily 11,200 area. Falling below that's just not good. Especially to close a day below this is not really what you're looking for. It's like what's that, like completely defeats the whole bullish engulfing candle that we had that was so pretty on the daily, right? Breaking above critical resistance points, right? As you can see, like you really, I mean, the thing is when you break out and then you get another bullish engulfing candle, no follow through price action. Like, what are you doing, Bitcoin? Like, what was even the point of getting back above this resistance? And this is where we could start calling it a potential upthrust, right? And not absorption, right? Where you break out and you just crap around and you don't do much. You don't do much long enough, you stay weak, and then that's just the definition of an upthrust. Not the price action you're really looking for a real breakout, okay? And that's it. Gross, man. What's up, MK, man? How you doing over in LA? A little early over there. It's like only like 1 o'clock. It's early here too, though, I guess you could say, right? Joe HN, no, that's not true at all, man. Good luck selling them unless you have the extremely rare versions of them, okay? And, you know, Pokemon's been around much longer than Bitcoin. And if you had bought in Bitcoin when they first came out versus one Pokemon card when it came out, guess what's worth more? It's definitely one Bitcoin. So, fallacy in your argument. Yeah, Julian, man. He. Erwin Kafifi. Yeah, he does, Johnny. To Tentacle, can't wait to go back over this episode with the notebook to write down all this TA. Yeah, man, there's just so much stuff, man. There's so much stuff that we can look back on and learn from. You know, and just like, I mean, we do it here too, though, on the good stuff and the bad stuff, right? I mean, like, whatever, when things play out the way the TA is telling us, and then, you know, with a Pennant being kind of a coin flip, it just went the other way, and it hasn't hit a measured move yet, and we don't really, I mean, if one's long, one wouldn't, and one was to play the double bottom breakout backtest trade, then one definitely does not want to see 10,557, even though it's very possible we could see it. Okay, I mean, really don't want to be falling outside of this down slipping consolidation that we've got, what we just consider a potential flag right now. right? Getting rid of that. That's what we had initially. That is how, this is the exact stuff I had plotted, like 1 and 2 and 3, just made adjustments. Still a flag, man. All right. What's up, Todd Mullis, man? Distribution Pennant connect. What is it? J-Mob, what do you mean? Egg slut at the Cosmo? Nah, dude, I mean, no, we did, when we ate there, we were only normally getting just room service and just hanging out. Dude, I'm telling you, the place we stayed at was just so nice. You didn't want to get away from it. Like, it's just so perfect.
Came in late, so I'm sorry if you already talked about this, but a friend said a video he watched says this pennant could break down to the double bottom neckline and bounce up. Do you think so? Thanks.
Absolutely it could, man. Absolutely it could. That's again, that's a textbook entry. That's not even just me saying, hey, it might be a good entry. But yeah, we did go over it, Chris Sim, and if you rewind, we actually went into like deep double bottom talk mode, right? Where we talked about the lowest risk entries for a potential double bottom, you know, and the best entries for a breakout, right? So if you just rewind, Chris, man, I think you'll get a lot of value out of the stuff we talked about earlier in the stream. Thank you, man. Yes, that is definitely a scenario that could occur. And there's also slightly below it, right around that area, is a square up, and it's also a 38% retrace from your previous low, major low to high. Thanks, J-Mode, man. Well, I don't really, you know who I compete against every day, J-Mode, myself, from the day before, as you should, and everyone else in here. Thanks, Arlo. Hidden divergence. There was. You said those double bottom lows versus current low. On what time frame, Daniel? I think we had it and we don't have it anymore, right? You're no longer making higher lows than your previous low, right? We had it here and here and here. Okay, now we're making a lower low than that previous low. So no, I don't think there is any more hidden bullish ever, and I think it's all done now. It's all over. Okay, on the 4 hour anyway. Okay, and I think on the daily it already played out. I think this impulse here was impending price action continuation for Bitcoin on its hidden bullish divergence on the daily, right, on both oscillators. Sure thing, Chris, man. Thanks again for the $10 super chat, man. Monero's in the jar. We're below that weekly closing level. Oh, yeah. Let's go to the weekly. Thanks, blessed man. Yes, we are. Not good. Not really what you're looking for. Hold on. Yeah, man. All right. Good eye, man. Good call on looking at that. All right. So here we are again, thwarted today. Thwarted. Where this 11,500, it's so important because that is an overhead resistance back. I mean, it's the only overhead resistance left since February and March of 2018. All right, if you broke that and had a close above it, which we have never done this year, not once have we done that and had a close, right? 3 weeks in a row, we attempted to break it and failed. Tons of rejection up there, and it seems like again we're getting the same type of rejection with the weekly close tomorrow. So what you got to do is between right now and tomorrow 8 Eastern, right? I think that's the close, the weekly. You have to get back above 11,528. You have to, man. It's like If you want to see much, much higher prices for Bitcoin, that is like something that has to be done. Don't tell me you're running up and you're making its price action and you're going to reject it again, dude, for the 4th effing time. Boy. Flip that chart around. Still just looks like, oh boy, man, like weekly. It's just like a weekly bear flag of some sort, right? But still a higher low than the previous low. Gross. Okay, so again, man, you got to break this and you have not done it yet. You ran up so close and you pulled back tremendously at this point. All right, so chat, we got it right. We got our bearings. We understand how important 11,500 is. I mean, it's extremely important. One of the most important resistances we have so far, because we've never broken it. We have to, man. Have a cone. Have a bit scone. That'd be good. Someone could make a scone and brand it and make it look like a Bitcoin, and we call it a bit scone. And it would be glorious. Someone trademark that now. Make it happen. Community trademark. A Mitre logo sweatshirt. Haven't done the merch stuff yet. I think I just had to set up the payment, and it's my fault for really not getting it going. Like, I just haven't been pushing it much. But soon we'll have it. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, just from my perspective, I don't know. I almost feel like it's just almost narcissistic to do merch, because it's like, man, people don't. I mean, like, are people really gonna wear my stuff? You know, like, are people gonna really wear like my script R and all that? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just simple TA man on YouTube, right? Just trying to help people and teach, but I don't know if it warrants people wanting to wear my stuff, you know. The cone formation. I should Dubai. What's up, man? How you doing, Dubai review? Been a minute. I understood that reference, J-Mode, man. What's up, Philip Aragon? What's happening? Just doing an early live stream. Gonna leave soon to go hang out with the family. It's my dad's birthday today, so we're gonna eat bison burgers and drink and stuff. That's it. That's right. Retro Coinus 11,500 must break you.
Bruh.
Oh, I've got to get that sound clip. Got to get that. Oh yeah, stay at home kings, man. Well, appreciate y'all saying that. Y'all are amazing. Okay. Well, what'd you say? Dude, why did it just do that? Oh my god. Strange comings and goings on my PC again. Go figure, right? Luta, oh, would you, man? Would you wear a daddy good stick? Oh my god, dude. I'm sure everyone else in here would too, dude, right? Sorry, I had closed out of my other browser. It's like, accidentally. I don't even know how it happened. Thanks for the 540 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Let's get, we got 106 likes. Is it possible to get 200 for the early stream? Saturday stream? Mitre cotton underwear. Sam Adams? Alright, we'll get Bradford and Brian right on that, okay? Thanks, James, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, Philip, dude. I will do, man. Will do. Didac? Well, I guess maybe y'all. This is the stream with y'all. The catalyst is here, or like, okay, maybe I'll get set up my payment on it, and we can get it rolling. I don't think there's much left we have to do. I think we got mostly everything rolling, dude. Hi, Trivia69. Good to see you too, man. For the weekly close, does that take the average of the 7 days? No, it doesn't take the average. It takes from the open to the close, right? And you read Japanese candlesticks. If you read Japanese candlesticks, you know on the weekly, on Sunday, we opened at 10,965. All right. Throughout the week, we've run all the way up to 12,300 and have pulled back pretty violently now. And wherever we close the weekly will be this top part of the green candle. Okay.
Maybe a tea or sweeter with a trade set up and a small logo, so not to be so narcissistic.
A tea or a sweeter? What's a sweeter? How about a tweeter, Quiet Riot? With a trade set up and a small logo? No, like, yeah, I don't want like big so like I'm getting my parents to, well, we had an embroidery guy. It seems like we don't have him anymore. He was like a tenant at my parents' like offices or whatever, but like I'm going to get like, yeah, I think a really nice classy polo, like a golf polo with like a script R, maybe a little bit larger than a Ralph Lauren logo or whatever, you know, having just the R and that's it. You know, I like that. I would wear the crap out of that. But just like my whole logo, you know. Fib channel tutorial, link in the description of every video. Stay at home, Dad. Seriously, man. Seriously. The daily closes every day at like 8 p.m. Eastern, and then the weekly closes every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Justin. What? Nat Evans? What? Was that a good one? I'll also give you a...
Bruh.
The Mimi shirts. Yo, what are these Mimis these kids are talking about, man? These Mimis and Kappas. Yeah, the hiking. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, sure, but it looks okay, and it's weird because it's not even. Yeah, it doesn't look so bad on that one, but I don't really use it. I just use Japanese candles, man. I am but simple Japanese candlestick man. Transition occasionally, yeah. Yeah, man. As of late, though, it's only been like 5%. What's up, Marco Rivera? Dude.
Bruh.
Sorry, it's lagging, man. There it is.
What's good, Mitch? Good to see you live streaming today.
Thank you. Yeah, I love live streaming, Marco. Live streaming is definitely my fave. Live streaming sucks, though. Only live streaming. All right, thank you, Marco, for all the contributions, love, support, and what you were saying towards the end of the stream yesterday was awesome, man. Thank you, dude. But it's all good either way, right? I respect the TA sweater for the more... Yeah, dude, I can do respect the TA. We can do stuff like that for sure. Says Leroy Jenkins. We could do that. Yeah, dude. Wow. The NASDAQ closed with a bullish hammer, although Matt Dion weekly is negative. Dude, PPT. Very well could be some more follow through price action the upside, right? Moonboy tears. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, like a Pennant, you know, if you break out, look, I think the, hold on, let it, it's just delaying, dude. I hate seeing the super chats pop up and then having to wait.
BTC Pennant Connect. I'm sipping on a glass of Moon Boy tears.
Well, Pennant Connect, but we know the measure move, the pennants, the upside or downside aren't that big, right? Aren't that large. But again, what if the break of the pennant was just us staying inside the downsloping consolidation, which is still a flag, right? You're still in a flag till you break 10.8. So, High Desert Garden, if you're just getting in here, man, we talked, we had a real good discussion today. Really good discussion on hindsight of like the harmonic and the trend, you know, the downtrend, and like multiple things. Really good stuff talking about earlier. So check it out if you missed it. Thank you for the 5, man. Moonboy tears. Is there alcohol in that? Kiori Crypto says, Mitch, the weekend streams are when I have time to tune in the most, and I love seeing you. Or seeing you, hearing the knowledge. Can't stop, won't stop. BitConnect. No, BitConnect can be stopped and was stopped. You mean Bitcoin Connect, right? What is it? Merch is a nice conversation over, and you ask her about her merch. She asks about yours. Who is this? King of Moon says bison is lower in calories and fat than beef, but is similar to beef in protein. Oh, nice. Burger Kings. Real Burger Kings, not the pseudo Burger Kings. Right? Hey, Peter. He's about Mitch Ray coffee. I don't sell coffee, man. I drink Irwin.coffee. Okay, it keeps me going. It's like on Eastbound and Down. He's like, Ashley shape a BMW. Ashley shape a BMW. And I'm over here being like, Irwin.coffee. Irwin.coffee. Oh, it's Mr. Peabody.
Bruh.
How you doing, man? How's you're in Austin right now, right? You're not on some sort of crazy Cali vacation, are you? It's not fake meat, man. It's really good meat. Is bison considered a delicacy in North American culture? Because to me, it seems like it, right? If there was a beer called Moonboy Tears, it'd be a Budweiser clone, but somehow weaker. Yeah, it'd be like their non-alcoholic version. Chris M. RS guy? Aaron, what? Don't even know what that means. Access Night, good to see you. Good to see all of y'all. I'm just here. I've been live for about an hour now. And just came live early to discuss the happenings with Bitcoin. It being down $500 plus today. As you can tell, there's the current conditions are scattered thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms. You can see the lightning and the clouds, the basement overlay, it all is uniform. Don't worry about that though, man, right? Something has dropped though, if you could ever guess what it is. Bitcoin dominance. Alright, got as high as 71.4, and now we're down to 70.42. Hasn't dropped too much. But remember this. This chart, man, out of this world, crazy. Just continuing to climb, even though, yeah, it's just a stutter step. We've had stutter steps on the way up. No big deal. Just getting another one right now. And you're currently above that area from, what was it? Just early December 2017, right before the crazy next 2 weeks of the Great FOMO, and it crescendoed into 19,989 on Bitcoin. And so we'll see if this keeps going, man. This is really hurt the altcoins liquidity, and it's made it very tough to trade those altcoins with this meta that's going on. End of Drink Connect. I don't know what End of Drink Connect is. Bison with a nice Moonboy tier pairing. exquisite. Yeah, dude, super class A, man. So, I mean, like, you know, oh, let's look at the, see, I don't even know if this is over yet. Actually, yeah, I think it is over now. I think this is fair to say this poll has come to a close. Looks like the majority of the audience was wrong, right? Run to 12,700 never happened. What did happen? Fail, break back below 11,600. We're 11,346. It's over.
Bruh.
The minority wins again. It's very, I mean, the minority of the wins these polls. Dude, my like webcam's freaking out right now. Jeez, I don't know why it does that. I can't mess with my lights yet until we fix that. I don't know how to fix it, man. It's stupid. Hey, Gang Logan, man. Beef was not in the U.S. until the 1450s. Spanish brought cows and crossed to make the Texas Longhorn. Bison was 1450s. I didn't know we even had anyone in the North America until like late 1600s, right? Bison was the staple food for 10,000 years for Native Americans. Oh, wow. Yep, due to migrants overhunting daily during Manifest Destiny, only 38 wild bison were left. Higher protein, less fat, more minerals. Heaven the Chad for bison, man. Sorry, man, what happened? Yeah, chill slats. They are half are because that's our core audience, right? So I've been doing this for a very, like, you know, a year and a half. Not on this channel. I haven't even been on this channel, the one that has 19,220 subs, for a year yet. But I've been creating content since, like, I guess 17, 18 months ago. And a lot of these people are here, and they've been with me through all the crazy drama that I had to go through. It's a very strong community. It's probably stronger than 99% of other communities, live chat communities. And so, like, yeah, we just have a strong core. And they're here because, guess what? When Bitcoin's pumping to the upside, you won't see many wrenches. Because there's so many other people that aren't wrenches that are in here. Right? But just sometimes, like on Saturday, chilled out streams, yeah, we have mods. Lots of them. $14.50s, Auburn was good back then. Oh my god, man. Tyler Evans says, well, Logan, we talked about it in Austin. Tyler says, I've definitely learned from your polls to go with the minority belief. Most time, the only time the majority wins is the hat I wear, right? So I think I'll move to Austin, probably, because I've never been anywhere I like it and it was nice. Auburn won a championship in 1453. Oh, yeah. Oh, 1450s in South America, gotcha. Spanish cows migrated up over the years. Interesting. Alright, scratching my foot, man. Allison Wagner says she joined when I was at 7K subs. Yep, 7K subs, and I had been on like 4 different channels total. I think at this point I was on Hive Done Crypto, then Hive Done Crypto Live, and then Matt Beasley, and now this one. Access denied thanks to the 226. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Still have the entry zone for the Gartley on this one. Wow. That's pretty funny. Hard to say, man. Hard to say because of where we are. We're trying to hold some support. I mean, we've already looked at this, but we can look at it again. Look, dude, it's hilarious, man. Ancient zone. But you're holding, if you don't hold this, yeah, you're probably, I mean, there's a chance you could make much lower prices. So it was just a false breakout. You were trying so hard and you couldn't. And you know, if you're in a downtrend, these are the area top of it is an area where one could go short, even though there's a pennant, and it was like after the move up where you can continue to rally. And it's because of the double bottom. The double bottom makes me, I guess, less confident about a short to the downside. This bullish pattern that developed. I mean, think about it, man. Like, if you're in like this crazy downtrend and you have this double top that develops and it plays out pretty brilliantly, huge move, yeah, though you might rally here, you'll probably just make a lower high than your previous high and then sell off and eventually break this consolidation, right? I mean, this is exactly the stuff you want, and it could take a while, but like Bitcoin recovering like this and then starting to create downslope consolidation. How many times, if you're like a wrench in here, a regular viewer, do we talk about like we just got so fed up with like every time we'd have an impulse up, we'd just start this upsloping consolidation crap and we'd form these wedges and double tops, and they kept playing out bearishly because the trend was bearish. And it was just like, can we not please get a move up and we don't show a rising wedge with bearish divergence? So now what we're doing is we had a huge impulse up, a huge rally up, and now we're in this shorter term downtrend, this consolidation period. So still holding this. If you don't hold this on the daily where we are, 11.2, yeah, man, there, you know, remember the next support. Right back down to 10K. So again, 11.2 to 10K. Always that chance. You know, this is tested 10,800. So look, man, and again, you're asking me about taking a longer short. Like, people trade double bottoms, and you just go rewind to the beginning of the show or earlier in the show. We talk about what textbooks and what successful trades occur when they back test the double bottom peak, right? Which it looks like on the daily on BitMEX we did touch. Wow, we haven't done it on Coinbase. Look at this. So you touched it and bounced from there, from 11,100. You're already up $200 from bouncing off that spot. That's a pretty ugly little red candle. A pretty big ugly red candle on the daily though. So breaking this could manifest into much lower prices on the daily, it seems like. It's because support looking left and there's nothing left until 10K, really. 10.8 would be the bottom of the flag. 10,800 would be bottom of the flag. Marker, you joined us 7K subs too. Excellent, man. Oops. Bottom of the flag. 10.8. What's up, Simpies? TA can be extremely interesting, man. Yeah, dude. It's just like there's always been this barrier of entry for someone to be able to articulate it the right way to make it look interesting. Oh god, Johnny. I know you're talking about. Well, I think Kendi misunderstood what's happening, and then someone timed him out or something and blamed it on me, which again, like, that is terrible. I hate that because, like, he's not the first and certainly won't be the last. If someone times someone out or bans someone, they automatically blame me like I did it. And it's like, dude, don't be so narcissistic to believe that I did it to you, man. I got to run a stream, man. I know it looks easy and anyone can do it, but I ain't got time to be banning people, okay? Or timing people out. Oh my god. Wow, 88 to the US dollar is bullishly engulfing right now, and it did end up getting bullish divergence. Wow, it never made it to the PCZ yet. Still holding that support at 4.8 cents. Wow. right? Never made it down there, but certainly made lower low on the daily. The divergence, right? RSI bullish divergence occurred, and dude, you just never got there. Where did you get? Oops. Didn't even make it to a 1272. Very close. Actually, you could, yeah, very close, but not quite to the 1272 fib extension. 73% retrace. You were just so close. But now look, big bullish engulfing candle, and let me show you. This is what we were looking for anyway, right? We were looking for bullish divergence, but look, we got it. You see it? Holy crap. There you go, man. Look what happens. Last time we had bullish divergence like that. Low, lower low. There you go. Here you are. Low, slightly lower low, at a critical support again. Higher levels relative strength, lower levels negative Momo. And so we'll see how this closes on the daily. We've got 3 hours 24 minutes till that close. But maybe this is the beginning of the run potentially. Or it could just run up, make a lower high, and sell off again. Again, the 786. You were very, very close, man. These things aren't perfect, but man, these areas, you kind of get what's going on, right? Thanks, Simpies, man. You timed him out, Logan. Well, he evidently, and you didn't even ban him. He like, if you go look at from the stream yesterday, he like went into a long comment about me and what I did, and he lost all faith or hope in me. And it's like, dude, I didn't even do anything to you. All we did was talk about Auburn football for a moment, and I just talked about what Auburn fans on radio shows were talking about Auburn. Right? It wasn't even. I don't know. What's up, Mike? What is it, Dominic? Error code? Huh? Zoran, hopefully I covered that for you. It might be. I mean, the divergence seems to certainly... It's trying to play out some, isn't it? But it's not quite at the PCZ. But it hit a 1272 fib extension from B to C. Okay, anyway, so you banned yourself, Gen X, man? You don't have to ban yourself, man. You'll be okay, dude. So, I don't know, man. We covered a lot. I've been live for an hour and 15 minutes. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Don't know how much more is needed, you know, from me, because we covered all the big ones and really went in depth on some education, some harmonic stuff, the double bottoms, right? Johnny, man, can't tell if troll or Bama fan. What's up, Crypto Kitty? And what were you saying, Crypto Kitty? In one of the comments, you're saying, how dare the mods, they should be ashamed of themselves for hiding you, like, and you weren't blocked. I don't even understand this, man. Oh, are you, man? Very bad, if you ask me. I think, right? Like, so weak, man. So freaking weak. Bat to the US dollar. Like, look what it did today. It had a huge bounce like ADA. It was at 21.64 cents and just had a major pullback to 20.26 cents. Now look what you're doing. All right, you see this horizontal line at 20.76 cents? Candle high close, you're back testing it as a resistance now when it was once some sort of support reversal area. So a back test there, that's not good, man. Okay. There's another candle close right there that you've been bouncing off of twice. If you can't hold above this and break back above 20.76 cents, we'll see you on down at the 1618 at 1.824 cents. Gross. Or sorry, not 18.36 or whatever. 18 cents. Sorry, man. So used to these pennies. These penny assets, they're not even a penny, right? So I'm having to like say that, to word it all the time like that.
Bruh.
Black Duck, yes, man. Our Patreon offers that, but you know, we had one that got posted in Patreon, and it was the double bottom cipher, right?
Hey Mitch, just wondering if you offer trade setups. Where do I go to join that?
Just go to patreon.com/LordRay, and it's really like, it's not just trade setups, man. It's trade setups, and it's all the education, right? It's like, remember, if you join my Patreon, you're not there to just get trade setups. You're there to like learn how to do this stuff yourself. Okay, that's what this community is about: investing in yourself, getting better, right? Not just, you know, government handouts or trade setup handouts. Those are, they're there, but like, you learn how to trade in the Patreon. So you came all the way from the blockchain, CryptoKitty. Oh my God, CryptoKitty's here. I think there were last year there were like $78 billion in online virtual transactions for stuff like CryptoKitties and like Call of Duty, you know, Fortnite. Pretty insane market, man. Sorry, let me. You like the education weekend stream, King of the Moon, man? Sneak peek of the, yeah, I mean, stuff we did earlier in the stream, Black Duck, you know, that is part of it, okay? Yeah, BNK, exactly. Whatever you're saying, dude. Just random stuff. Okay, so slightly lower low, double bottom maybe. And yes, the divergence is there on the daily, right? I mean, clearly, if this starts rounding out any, you could be getting a potential double bottom with coinciding variables on a daily time scale, which is very significant. Yes. But man, you're rejecting this area. It's kind of crappy, man. So if we're talking, hey man, if we're talking double bottoms here, right? Talking double bottoms, and dude, the problem is the trend sucks, right? The trend is bearish, dude. Very bearish trend. Shark's 113%. This is about it, man. This is about the PCZ of the shark, right? X, A, B, C, D. 113. Let me pull this out real quick. Let me see real quick. All right. Yeah, 113%. Interesting, man. And this is the daily too, so this isn't even a joke. Hey, you're good there too. 113. Oh, I guess she didn't get quite to 113%. Very, very close. Okay, wow, this is a trade setup on BAT. Okay. Dang, man. Give me a sec. So yeah, man, one could take a protective stop. So I mean, Casey Stubbs like the 2618, which is too far down, man. Doesn't even make sense. Let's say one could just be really, just because the divergence, one could have a much tighter stop, I think. Because this divergence doesn't play out, then whatever, then dude, okay. All right, so really with this one, I mean, We're talking about entry at the 113% retrace, which we actually didn't hit. We actually were close, but didn't get there, man. All right. High point to low point of the structure. 50%. They like the 50%. The way this is set up, 3.34 to 1 reward to risk. Not bad. My only concern is Bitcoin. And my concern is that we have not started waning. Kyle, you getting hype in the chat? Let's go.
Is that a join?
Bruh.
Dude, Carl, man, thanks so much for joining the Patreon. Welcome. Welcome, bro. Good to see that works again. Wow. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate that. And again, remember your trend is pretty trash on BAT. All right. So, I mean, this could be, it could be that simple, right? It could, this trade setup could be this simple. Of an entry of the 113% retrace that we never got. And the divergence, right, on both. Oops. My bad. It's still going? What?
I just
Bruh.
joined Patreon. Not sure what to do next? Sorry, mate learning.
Yeah, join the Discord and then reach out to Brad Fisher if you have any questions, because he's like part of the team. And when you join the Patreon, you're supporting the team, not just me. So, Bradford would be very happy to help you. I don't know if he's around right now, just because it's Saturday, man. You know, and I don't really know the process of syncing up the Patreon and Discord. You should want to join. If you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord. And if you join the Patreon, then you need to sync up your Discord and Patreon together. Okay. What's wrong, Black Doug? It's okay. I mean, dude, Black Doug, it happens to everyone. Okay. Happens to everyone. Just gotta think with this going on. A low, a slightly lower low, lower levels negative momentum, high levels relative strength. It could be, even if it fails, this is the stuff you're looking for everywhere on every market, right? Coinciding variables on a daily time scale, harmonics at critical supports after losing. Let's just look at the chart here, and I know this isn't too accurate, but this is like not lowest low, like that high. Where are we, man? We're at an 88.6% retrace. These are areas of value, man. Areas of value on BAT. Some product that actually works. Chris Davidson, thanks for the 149 Canadian dollars, man. Thanks for the pie. You gave me a pie, chat. Hype for the pie. Okay, so from that low point to high point of this chart in itself, 88% retrace, you're touching it. Okay, so super deep retrace. And you've got divergence too at the same time. So, of course, it could keep selling off. You get stopped out for a minimal loss. Losing in trading is overhead. Okay, remember, it's like anyone who owns a business has overhead. They got to pay their employees. They got to pay for the product, the raw materials to make a product and then sell it, right? That's overhead. Stop losses in trading is overhead for you as a trader, right? So, like, you can make this stop a little looser if you wanted. I mean, as long as you're around 3 to 1 reward to risk, you're good, man. So just a little bit looser. Kind of annoying trying to line these up to make them identical on stops, right? Like that. Ugh. So what, you get it though, right? Could be an opportunity, but remember, the problem is, you know, looking for bullish harmonics in a bear trend. This trend, remember, this down sloping right now. Okay, man. Good luck on BAT. Very interesting. Wow.
Bruh.
Ridiculous, right? I got it set up. I use the Ultimate Harmonic by Casey Stubbs, Mike. Now, I mean, I studied it before that, but they do a pretty good job. But you really need to learn Fibonacci first. If you have not seen my Fibonacci education video, go to my YouTube channel, go down to the education tab and click on How to Fibonacci if you want to learn about harmonics, because you will not be able to succeed with harmonics until you really get a good grasp and fundamental understanding of Fibonacci and how it works and how to plot Fibonacci retraces, okay? Yeah, hype for pi, exactly. Unless you're going good stuff, man. Is Bitcoin dead? No, last I looked, it's $11,308. Even if it's at $1, it's still not dead. Okay, it still serves the same purpose. Store value. Okay, so yeah, y'all are amazing. Thank you all just for the support. Mr. Duck, Black Duck, thank you dude for joining the Patreon today. Mike Johnson, get a coffee. Everyone that's going to watch that video, go get a coffee. 16 minutes long. Get in the zone, man. Get in the study zone. What does that mean, Captain Happy? So Ryan Farming, man. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna head out and go see my dad for his birthday. Thanks for the 566 people here. As Bitcoin's above 11,300, let's leave you with some. I'm gonna leave you with this. All right, 11,200 is extremely important daily support. You don't want to fall below it because there's no real support below it on the daily until like 10K. But we know there's the back test at 11,100. We know there's a square up at 11,000. And then we know on the weekly where we need to be. We need to get back above 11,500 before tomorrow closes. Otherwise, it'll just be another failure. Going back to it. Remember, 11.5. Look left. That's overhead resistance that we've never broken at all. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4. Stop being a scrub. Get back above this area. Not a joke, man. Not a joke at all. Darian, remember, Patreon takes a cut. My team takes a cut. So no. Drink some Cahaba or something? Yeah, I might, dude. I don't know. My parents normally always have good people for me over there. Which I do like good people. It's like my favorite brewery around here. So does that make sense? Okay. Oh, Jimmy Ragsdale in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Big deal, man. And then again, daily. Where we are now, you can see this bounce 11.2. Extend this all the way looking left, and you can see how important and critical this area is. If you don't hold this, man, it's not good at all. It's very, very bad to break this and close below it, okay? Stay above 11.2. Eventually, you got to break back above 11.5 before tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, okay? Jeez.
Bruh.
Y'all amazing. Freaking love y'all. Best community in crypto. I'll be back sometime. I don't know when. So until next time, respect the TA.
is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
I have some evidence Van Bear Pig could be in this area.
Adios, turd nuggets.